everyone, I'm here today to talk about my Booktubathon TBR 2018. Now, I think most people on Booktube know about Booktubathon. It's run by Ariel Bissett and it runs from the 30th of July to the 5th of August this year, 2018. It's been going since about 2013, I think. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying like the directed reading that readathons are sort of giving me at the moment. I actually have everything on hard copy, which I don't usually have. So I will be holding some books up. There are 7 challenges altogether, 6 that I'm hoping to take part in, so I'll go through my TBR for you now. The first challenge is let a coin toss decide your first read. So I have chosen 2 short story collections. One is What We Talk About When We Talk About Love by Raymond Carver and Man Who Wouldn't Get Up and Other Stories by David Lodge. So the final challenge is to read 7 books. So rather than a coin toss, I'm just going to decide which one of these I want to read first and then maybe read another one at the end. But I'm hoping, because they're both quite short and short story collections that I can dip in and out of. I've tried to get into short story collections and I have liked the ones that I've read so far. So hopefully these 2 will be good reads for this readathon. The second challenge is to read a book about something that you would like to do. So in case anybody doesn't know, I am quite obsessed with Lewis, the British detective TV show, which is a spin-off of Morse, which is set in Oxford, and it's all like Oxford murders. So I have chosen The Oxford Murders by Guillermo Martinez. And I actually bought this during a Booktuber London not book hunt, but like walk around, whatever you would call it, in a secondhand store. So it's been on my TBR for about just over 2 years probably. All of these have been on my TBR for quite a long time. So this is about solving a murder in Oxford using maths, which I couldn't ever do, but I would very much like to go to Oxford at some point. Probably not solve any murders. The third challenge is to read a book to film adaptation. Now at first I got really excited because I was thinking of doing Ian McEwan's The Children Act, but then it turns out that the film does not come out until the end of August, and it's not the end of August yet. So as much as I do have The Children Act on my TBR and I would very much like to read it and see it, it is not in time for this TBR. So I have chosen The Girl on the Train, and I've put off watching the film because I wanted to read the book, and I know that if I watch the film I won't read the book, but if I read the book I'll probably watch the film. So I'm going to try and read this first, and then watch the film, which has Emily Blunt in it, and I don't know who else, but obviously everyone has said good things about this. I enjoyed like Gillian Flynn's books, and it's in like that same vein of a thrillery, so hopefully it will be good. It's told from 3 points of view, I think, so I'll try whiz through that, and then I've got Girl on the Train is on Netflix, I believe, so I can watch that as well. Number 4 is read a book with green on the cover. So I've got this transcript of a sort of conversation called Do Humankind's Best Days Lie Ahead? And it's a conversation between Steven Pinker, Matt Ridley, Elaine de Botton and Malcolm Gladwell. 3 of 4 Pinker, Ridley and Gladwell I've read books of before and I've really enjoyed. And it's sort of basically about, will we get better or worse as a species, is my understanding of it. And there was sort of like a big panel, and 2 of the guys have said that, you know, we've reached our capacity for being, well, not like good people, but you know, what we can achieve as a species. And then 2 people have gone the other way, and it's sort of like a bit of backwards and forwards. So I think it'll be really interesting. I find, like I said, the 3 or 4 of these that I've read before really, really interesting. So I think it'll be good. Again, nice and short. I've tried to pick these short ones because it's only a week. So try and get through, and I think it'll be super interesting. I'm interested to talk about this afterwards, because I think it'll be a great discussion. Now, number 5 is read a book while wearing the same hat. So as much as I have a baldy head and it is like cold having a baldy head, it has been boiling in Britain recently, in case anyone isn't aware. We've had like a heat wave. Apparently it's going to last till like the end of September. No, that's a lie, the end of August. Who knows, it could be September. And I don't really do summery hats. I have wintry hats that keep my head warm. So if I'm feeling cold, I will wear a hat, but if not, I think I'm just gonna kind of skip that one, even though it's like the funnest and the most visual and whatever. But yeah, I think probably, just because of my personal aversion, I think most British people aversion to summer hats is like a thing, but yeah, I only have keep warm hats, so we'll see how it goes. Number 5 is read a book with a beautiful spine. So I looked through all of the books that I physically have to look at the spines, and there's actually 2 that I really like. So one of them is Versions of Us by Laura Bartlett, and the whole thing is beautiful, but obviously it goes round to the spine and through, and the end papers are absolutely gorgeous too. She's done another book called Greatest Hits, which is yellow on the outside and also has a beautiful cover, and this is a nice hard copy. It's a little bit like Sliding Doors, as in I think there's 3 different realities that like could have happened, could have met someone, could have not met someone, and it follows someone through those 3 different realities. So that is one of my beautiful spines. And then the other one is a very new acquisition, which is The Book of M by Peong Shepard, which is about people losing their memories. And I just think that way. But yes, it has a very beautiful everything really, spine and cover, and again like a nice hard cover. I have heard very good things about this. It's pretty on the inside as well though. Yeah, I've heard some really good things about this book, so both of them I would like to get through. I mean, I won't in a week, it's not gonna happen, but they're on my list, and they're both gorgeous, and they're both ones that I would very much like to read, so we shall see. And then, last but not least, number 7, we have read 7 books. Now, 7 books in 7 days, it's not going to happen, but I have picked out Bodies of Water by V.H. Leslie, which I ordered from Salt Publishing, which is an independent publisher. Again, it's like dead short, so who knows, like I might get to it, but it's set in Victorian London, and I think it's about sort of like water cures, like water doctors. So yeah, hopefully it will be a nice quick whiz through. It would be nice if I could, you know, do the 7 books. I won't. We all know it's not going to happen. But it's here, it's picked out, it's in a pile, who knows. As I say, I'm looking forward to reading all these books. They've been on my TBR for quite a while. I'm liking this like directed reading of, not you have to read this, but it does help me rather than just like option paralysis of, there's too many things. So fingers, toes, everything crossed that I get through 7 books. We'll see if I wear a hat. I will let you know. If you are going to do a Booktubathon TBR, let me know what it is. I'm watching as many videos as I can for people's TBRs, because I find it really interesting, and it's nice to see what other people are reading. But yes, until then, ta-ta for now.